Alright, what's going on, you guys? Back with another one. Let's back test today, Monday the 26th, institutional style. And for the retailers, bam, it actually would go about right there. Yep. And then, well, just for the sake of it, whatever. And then you would take that. So that's the setup too, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to come down here and tank. You know, so it would be something like that. But yeah, we're not doing retail, so that does not help. Just for the retailers out there. Alright, so this is here at 7:32. There was no news. Alright, now let's see. See if we can get my setup. We gotta remember too to also check higher time frames. It's very, very important. Hey, look at this. And that's legit because it even broke this. So that was really it right there. But just to make it simple. I must have forgot that. Forgot to delete that. But yeah, let's continue. Let's see what we got. Okay. So breaking this, if he had broke, came back, even with this, if he can break this and then come back right here, entry. Off sales. Okay, so we broke it, but we're still going. And at this point, I'm just watching. I'm not in the trade. I don't trade around. I don't trade at 8:30, and I don't trade really close to 8:30. But this would be something dope. Look at that, 111 points. Gotta get my 25. Okay. So we tapped into this, which caused that break, and now we're coming back down. Okay. No. Okay. So we broke that. So okay. Look at this. We're in high, low. It's another low, and then this is the high so far, so it's a high, low, but all of this is minor structure. We're really trading here to here. That's where we at. And this low broke this. So what we really want is a double whammy. We want sales to come here. I mean, not sales, I'm sorry. We would like to take buys here to here, somewhere in there, and then take sales back down. But, you know, sometimes it don't work out like that. So let's see. Oh, look at that, look at that. Man, that's crazy. So we got in there now. It was in there. But then we would have lost because it hit stop loss. So that's a loss. That is a loss. Let's see, from here it's 45 to the 50. Yeah, that's too much of a loss. That's a big ass loss. Make that red. Alright, so that's one bad trade. I won't really call it bad, it just didn't go our way. This is M5, and that looked good. It's just, for whatever reason, it didn't work. But now here's the setup too, though. So with this setup, if we can get back in this area, and then we get depending on how it's looking, we can get back in for another setup. Okay, so something like this. Entry could be right there. We'll take the same thing. Maybe not that high though. About right there. What's that? 20 point? Yes, a 20 point stop. That should be fine. If no, let's just bring it back. About right there, 25 points. All right, so let's see what happens. And so now we're in. Slight tap. There we go. I'm just watching it play out. And let me see. So we enter here. 63 to 90. All right, so I would have had a stop up until about 83. We might have honestly got kicked out because my stops would have, once we hit this, we were up 20, and then here's up 30. Right? No, was that 40? 63. Almost 40. So I would have had a stop somewhere down here, 67, which would have been frustrating because I would have been up so much to then get kicked out. So that's one way I may have took it. It just depends on how I felt. Second entry, or I could have just said, okay, we up this much. All right, I'm gonna leave it down here, right at entry, like right above it, like 63, like a point above. But that's crazy. It came all the way back down. So it was trying to take people out. And there go my setup again. Broke structure here, came back. The sad part is 79. You'd have to been okay with like a 20 point, 15 point stop to stay in that trade. But let's keep going. Because I don't always get out here. Sometimes I'll just let this play out. And either we hit stop loss, like go negative and hit stop, or it just works in our favor and we get the full TP. Earliest I would have really liked. Actually, let me pause this as we see it rip. Anything in there, right there. You could have TP. You could have partial. You could have partial. And this is good practice for me. Just gotta trade tomorrow. But yeah, so this was partial or close right here. Because I just really want to tap into this. And then once we break this, if I'm still in it, I'm trying to take the whole TP out. Clear this liquidity here and here. Bare minimum, get here. So let's see. Now at this point, stop loss, if I'm still in it, is here. That stops. So that's the SL. I'll mark it right there just in case it come back. If it come back, I'm fine with that. Hopefully it don't. Look at that. And actually, now we will move it up. Not much, but right there. Give it some breathing room. Because even this, 732, yeah, we're up 60 points. So, you know, it took us out. Wow. It took us out. But that's fine. I mean, that's frustrating to be up. But I left 30 points on the table, but that's fine. Came back. Did it hit the full TP? Yep, hit the full TP. Look at that. Playing around, could have got 100, 111, 113 points. That's crazy. So that's a win. Yeah, because I either would have partial. Once we tapped, I got in here and got here, I would have either partialed it, closed it here, left a loose stop, like my stops would have been here, and then I would have probably changed it to down here, or I may have left it. I mean, there's so many ways I could have did this. Could have left it here and just, you know, 681. That wouldn't have been much though. Almost 20 points, but that's still fine. So I could have closed here. I could have for 30 points. SL, like kick me out somewhere in this area, or kept it down here, or I could have just not did nothing and watched and just let it run. But there you go. So that's one loss. We got it back off the next trade. And I don't usually do this, like take an L and then get right back in it. But there are certain situations, certain things I like to look for, like going down and then wicking. And then this candle. Not only did it break, so this blue candle broke above my demand, and then this one broke above that, so that would have had me like interested in getting in it. Sometimes it'll do this and it won't even come back down. It'll just do that and then take off. So this trade is done. Let's check the 5 and see if it's something else. So this was also another trade for sales. Anything in there. I would prefer 50%, so somewhere in here. But this also is an option. You could go, I just like I said, I would have took that. That's what I'm looking for. The way I did it. Because remember, yep, there we go. Remember, on like M15 and M5, we broke this, and this is what broke it. So we tapped here, broke that. I'm sorry, not this. This is what broke. So once this broke that, we would then be looking for entries here for sales. So you could have bought it from here to here and took sales. But I'm looking like yep, I wouldn't have caught this because, oh wait, maybe not. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm in there. We in there. We got in. Look at that. Now let's see. At this point, let me pause, because when I'm down, when I'm up this much, 703, yeah, I'm up basically 100 points. I'm setting SL maybe here, or honestly no. Let me just stop playing with y'all. I would have let it. Once we get down here, once we break in this liquidity, I'm setting my stop loss here, because I'm up over 100 points right now. I don't need to keep going. I don't care. I'm either setting that there or I'm closing it out right up in there. SL hit, bam. Let's see what it does though. Let's see what it does. Look at that. Came back. If we can break that, which it did. Okay, perfect. So we broke. We got the 2 for 1. Let me move this because we out of here. So broke that. And now look at this entry. Take that ISC right there. Bam. Imbalances, multiple, that break structure. So we've already danced with this one. This entry's over with. We didn't come all the way quite down, but we got more than enough. Broke here, so now I'm waiting for that. What time is it though? That's everything. Oh, it's I doubt anything's happening. Let's see. We got like 5 minutes left, I think. Before 2 o'clock, which means I'm done. Oh no, actually, yeah, we're done. Yep, 4:15. Let's just watch it though and see what happens. Cause that's another setup. Came down. Okay, tapped it. Look at that. Tapped it at 3 o'clock. That's crazy. 7:09. Wow. So that setup. Man, let's see. Okay, I don't know why I did that, but essentially, so this is where we are so far in the day. Wow, 62 if it hit the 4 TP, but I want that. So it tapped this, so I didn't even know that. Okay, that's because I stopped checking them. I stopped looking at the market at around 2, so that's why I didn't know. But yeah, so we tapped this entry, so this setup is dead at this point. Like either we tap and then sell, or we tap and break. But yeah, so this setup is in profit already. It's in profit. The peak was $65 from my entry. It's crazy. So that's something to watch for. All right, now oh yeah, let's check one other thing. So when we were talking about like the day, oh look at that, saying bear structure. Interesting. I sometimes use that just as a confluence, but yeah, see, like I said earlier, with this setup, that's what you would have been looking for. Off sales, you would have been waiting for it to sell. Look what it did. Broke your stop loss. Like first off, actually, it never. If you was aggressive, some people take it from here, but typically you wait in here. So it came in it down here, but depending on what you were trying to get, like this full leg, you still would be in this trade and you'd have got stopped out because it came all the way up here. You know, you also would have been a little disappointed because if you keep dragging this out, that's barely, and that's kind of wild. It's breaking, and yeah, so that's the retail problem. But yeah, so there you have it. It's a couple trades today. You got to fake out with this trade and getting wicked, and it's okay because then it came back, and you got another chance to buy in the second time, and then take sales here to run it up.